best. And if you wanna test, invest, bring your best. Don't make me spell it out, bring your best. In this world, where life is strong. In this world, life's an open book. In this world, where compromise does not exist. In his world of rules, every step meets the rest. In this world, where one is all. In this world, never fear the fall. In this world, where compromise does not exist. His world of wolves, every step meets the rest. Running it back again, well, what'd you expect? Coming out to win 10 out of 10. Got a real rough pass. Myself, his memory is straps on his shoes. Cause he's the best there ever was, haven't you heard the news? Intergalactic continental champ, running things. Hyperactive, instrumental in pulling strings. He is the one who understands when the tides will swing. So he's breaking down doors, never far away. Come on and psych yourself up, cause it's time to play. Bounce to the beats and the rhymes, cause they're here to stay. The one and only marathon man, living the day. Moving up, coming fast, and he'll blow you away. Because the pressures of this world, they can take their toll. And it's tough to get away when they take a hold. The only way to break free is to break the mold. You can't stop now, rock and roll. Don't stop now, come on, rock and roll. In this world, gotta make your own where life is strong. In this world, life is just a game you play. Life's an open book. In this world, where compromise does not exist. His world of wolves, every step meets the rest. In this world, gotta make your own where one is all. In this world, life is just a game you play. Never fear the fall. In this world, where compromise does not exist. His world of wolves, every step meets the rest. Like the fuse on his rocket and he's ready to go. Cause now the countdown has started and it's ready to blow. Intergalactic continental champ, running things. Hyperactive, instrumental in pulling strings. Never fear the fall. The only way to break free is to break the mold. You can't stop now, rock and roll. I said you can't stop now, rock and roll. Don't stop now, come on and rock and roll.
Oh man, are you ready for this? You can feel the calm before the storm as the round begins. This is gonna be a match to remember. This battle is about to explode.
Hello everyone and welcome to Battle for the Den! After a bit of a struggle to get there, we are there for Season 2, technically Episode 2, which is the ARMS Tournament. Now we are getting ready to start. We do have 5 players. The check-ins have been processed. Let me just get ready to announce the beginning of the tournament. Real quick. Sorry if I don't talk as much, obviously, TO stuff. Gotta take care of that. We're gonna stream all of winners because obviously there's only 5 people. We can stream all of winners. That is fine. There we go. Here we go. We are getting ready. Hi Ripha, how's it going? I mean, obviously you've been in the tournament chat and all. But yes, we are getting ready. As our first match will be StarMatter versus Mr. Adal. So just before we start, please note that how do we put it? The stage list is not the EU stage list. So please double check the stage list in the tournament rules. The starters are Sparring Ring, Buster Beach, DNA Lab, Temple Grounds, Mausoleum, and the counter picks are Via Dolce, Ninja College, and Scrap Yard. Just so you know. So yeah. Also, yeah, this is a global tournament. Just so you know, sweet rollback netcode and everything. So we're gonna see matchups we don't see usually in ARMS, which is going to be nice. But most importantly, this tournament accounts towards the Alpha Rankings. And if you don't know what the Alpha Rankings are, well, I do have a small video that we've published earlier this week. I'm going to show you real quick, and then we'll be on to our first match of the day. Enjoy! Hello everyone and welcome to WolfTV News, the show that updates you on future developments at WolfTV. No, I will not be talking about actual news. This program is pre-scripted and pre-recorded, so I don't actually know what the news are. What I will be talking about, however, is the new power ranking system that has been teased for the last 2 months and is finally coming to fruition. Thus, I present to you the WolfTV Alpha Rankings. The Alpha Rankings are not an innovative system by any stretch of the imagination, but allow you to easily track your gaming progress as part of the community. They were forged in the shape of the ELO system of all, with some additions which reward players for participating in official WolfTV Alpha Ranking events. When you enter your first event, you start with 12,000 Alpha points. Then, you will be matched against other players during the event. From there, you may win or lose Alpha points depending on whether you win or lose against your opponents. If you win against a player with lots of Alpha points, you will gain more Alpha points yourself. At the end of the event, your Alpha points get updated based on your victories and your losses. Additionally, you also get a participation bonus based on the number of participants in the event, as well as a ranking bonus based on your placement. At the end of the season, whoever has the most points is declared the season's Alpha! The system is fully open source and available for you to see on GitHub using the link in the description, and supports events hosted on both Challenge and Smash.gg. The WolfTV Alpha Rankings as of November 2021 are only applicable to two games, ARMS and Samurai Showdown 2019. All of the Battle for the Den monthly events for both of these games count towards the Alpha Rankings and give you a chance to earn more Alpha points. Additionally, partnered events such as Vortex Gallery 2021 for ARMS may also count towards the Alpha Rankings. So make sure to follow us on Twitter at WolfTV Official, or join us in the Discord to be the first informed when such partnered events are added to the Alpha Rankings. Once an Alpha rises, they will have to prove their worth in a special event where they will have to face their peers. But we cannot divulge the details of this event at the time. We can at least confirm two things. One, it will be a one versus many event where the Alpha will have to defend his spot against the rest of the pack. And two, the side that wins will net themselves at least 50 euros in eShop credit. We love highlighting different games and communities here at WolfTV and would love to include your game and or region in the Alpha Rankings. Make sure to contact us by sending us a direct message on Twitter at WolfTV Official, or reach out to Mathias Wolfbrok on Discord so that we can work out the details. Please note though that for this particular project and due to our lack of resources, we will only consider proposals from TOs who are already experienced with running their own online tournaments. So, what do you think? We will release the first Alpha Rankings for Season 2 in the next few days on our Twitter at WolfTV Official. These will include the results for our Battle for the Den events since September 2021, as well as the ARMS brackets at Vortex Gallery 2021. We will also update the description of this video when those drop. We hope that the introduction of the WolfTV Alpha Rankings will be a good catalyst for grinding and fun, with a goal to look forward to, as well as a love for more events to share the spotlight here at WolfTV. Still, please note that the system is still experimental and could evolve in the future. So please let us know down in the comments or on our Discord if you have some feedback you want to share. And with that will be it for WolfTV News. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. And we are back for Mr. Adal versus StarMatter. The match is about to begin. The stage bans have been done. We are ready to go. And here we go for the first match of the day. We're gonna have Dr. Coyle versus Helix. Probably. And it's time to ARMS. Why is my Elgato doing that? That's new and not normal. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know why it's doing that. That's concerning. I'll let the match play out. But that is not supposed to happen. Obviously, like there's something very weird. Let me just do this and then do this. Hopefully we can get back. I might actually have to restart the stream, which is not good news. This is not good news. This is definitely not good news. Let me just do this and then yeah. I think we're back. We're back. Sorry about that, everyone. But I guess we're just in time to see Mr. Adal get a perfect. Maybe. Masterfully dodging the rush from StarMatter, by the way. And yeah, I would say that was tough to watch, but like that would be an understatement considering we didn't get to watch it. So that is 1-0 to Mr. Adal. I'm very sorry about the technical issues. First time I did that. First time it did that, so I'm gonna have to be careful about that. But yeah, we're at least going to get to see game 2. We're going to see game 2 and yeah. And yeah, I'm sorry if I don't talk that much as well. StarMatter, it is his first tournament apparently, so there's that. We do need to guide him through, which that's fair. But you just need to pick one StarMatter in the full list. So we're going to Sparring Ring for game 2. Getting back into the game. And yeah, I'm guessing Mr. Adal won't change characters, obviously. Like, didn't announce any character change, so I'm guessing no character change on Mr. Adal's side. StarMatter might change character, but no, we're sticking to Helix. So there we go. We do have Tri-Blast on Mr. Adal's side. On StarMatter's side, we do have Revolver and the Funchuck. Funchuck is an interesting arm, to say the least. Just because of that stun and just that curving. Very similar to Chakram, but I feel like Chakram works better in most situations. But that's just my personal opinion. So right now, this is not this is not a mirror of the first game right now. We do have StarMatter putting up a fight, managing to land some good hits on Mr. Adal. but it's still going to be very difficult. Yeah, that grab is going to be easily countered by the rush. And here's a grab from Mr. Adal. Mr. Adal quickly taking back control of the match. But we are seeing some nice movement overall from StarMatter, which is always nice to see. Unfortunately, the rush isn't going to connect and is going to put Mr. Adal's shield in the red, but I don't doubt that this shield will come back soon enough. Oh, an arm broken though on Mr. Adal's side. It's not going to matter. StarMatter goes down in this first round of the second match. And yeah, going into round 2 straight away, we have Mr. Adal straight away going for the rush, getting the full damage, 25%. And here are just the toasters coming in. And that's the big thing with Coyle. If you got like triple toasters coming your way, it's going to get scary very fast against Coyle. If you don't know where to move. And right now, StarMatter is completely stuck in the corner. It's not looking too great. Another couple of toasters in the face. StarMatter going for the rush. Mr. Adal with a very good dodge. Ooh! Tries to activate the rush here to counter StarMatter, but unfortunately will get damaged a little bit. StarMatter with good dodges again, but no, this time it will get caught by Mr. Adal, and that is going to be a quick 2-0 to Mr. Adal. Moving on to winners round 2.
Thought you'd win, huh?
And as usual, don't forget to report the score in challenge. Very important, obviously, for the event. So there's that. And our next match is going to be Technopathic versus Yam. So apparently Technopathic is Taco Cat rebranded. So that's going to be a fun one to watch. But yeah, we are getting that ready and getting that on the road for you. And by just how brackets work, we're technically already in winner semis. So there you go. America versus Ireland. Lola Pop versus Mingmin coming up, most likely. This is going to be a good match to watch, and we are going straight for the first game to DNA Lab. We're just on deck for it. This is yet another first to 2 for that matter. But yeah, I expect it to go rather fast, although Lola Pop obviously is a very defensive character. But we do have Yam, who's probably going to put up some constant aggression with that Min. And already Yam has the Dragon Arm, which already puts him in a very good situation with that huge bird. Look at how big that bird is. Unfortunately, gonna get hard knocked down here by the fire of the roaster. And yeah. We do have Techno trying to slow down the pace of the match right now. Which, understandable, he does have a significant deficit right now. But, he is slowly coming up, and ooh, he's gonna get caught by that rush from Yam. Ooh, a good trade here for Yam. Puts him in a very good position, but Techno is going to bust out the rush right away here. Questionable decision, considering that point in the round, but Yam isn't critical now. Techno could technically make the comeback at this point. It's looking like it! A very nice grab, and that's going to be it to close it out! What a comeback from Techno! Very well done! Very well done! And here we are going into the second round. And I do feel like going in, Techno definitely has the mental advantage, but it's not going to let Yam flounder. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. The very good grab from Yam will allow him to get that Mega Roaster on the Dragon Arm. And another grab. Very nicely played. The laser from the Ice Dragon is definitely going to be important to stop the movement from Techno, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough to stop that rush. Good Tribolt. Tribolt is so good at poking. Actually insane. And yeah. Right now Techno's game is definitely very defensive, but he's going to get hit there, conceding the round to Yam. Bring this to round 3. Yeah, this round 3 is definitely looking more like Yam as the opener. Very good couple of openers here from Yam. But, yeah, very good stun confirmed by Techno here into the rush. Is going to take an enormous chunk of health from Yam. And right now the pressure is definitely feeling on Yam. The last pillar of DNA Lab is down. And Yam is going to try and go for the rush, but it's going to be an easy block for Techno. Couple of Tri-Blasts here and there, and that is going to be it. We're going to have a 1-0 for Techno. America gets one on the board. Gosh, remember the Arms Territorial League? That was a lot of fun. Definitely looking to do that again. Not soon, but like later. It's always nice to see those cross-regional matches, obviously. Because those are matchups you don't get to see that often. And it seems like Game 2 is going to take us to the beach, which is going to be really nice considering how, how cold it's getting there. Like, it is the 6th of November and it's already getting pretty cold out here in France. So going to the beach will do us good. And get us heated up just as this gameplay does. Also, I'd like to remind you that it's currently like 5 AM on the West Coast. So I don't know if Techno is on the West Coast, technically. It might be on the East Coast, but it's still very early. So it's pretty impressive to see that early morning Arms doing so well against Yam, of all people. He's still a very good player in his own right in Europe. And yeah, I feel like the parasol from Yam is definitely working out most interestingly. Unfortunately, Yam is going to lose that rush exchange, which puts Techno in a very good position, especially with Yam in the corner like that. Yam is going to need to find a way out of there. But the parasol is doing a great job at blocking most of what comes Yam's way. Especially against that tri-bolt that's been doing so much damage in the previous round. But Techno knows it and so just chooses to play as defensively as he can. Wait out that timer, which is already at 19 seconds. It feels like there's not much Yam can do. It would have to start with a rush, but not sure if Yam wants to use that rush that late. And yeah, that is going to be round over. Going to Techno with a healthy lead. Very healthy lead indeed. As we are going into round 2. We already have one good grab from Techno. The second is not going to land. But Yam is going to try to go for that rush, but again gets blocked by Techno, who can move out the way pretty easily with Lola Pop's shield and jump attributes. And Techno is going to find the rush as well. This is going to be tough for Yam to come back from this. But I've seen other... I've seen comebacks come from much more dire situations. That wind is going to be the first step. That grab is going to be the second step. The roaster is now charged and on deck on Yam's side. And as Techno slowly advances with the blocks, but he's going to block everything. He's going to block the rush as well. Techno goes in. Very good deflect from Yam. Save him from that grab. Got a lot of trade-ins, and that's going to be the grab that takes it all. Techno moves on to winners finals. Very nicely done from Techno.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And so that means we are going to go into another match. This time, more of a classic match. We're gonna have Ripha and Mr. Adal duking it out in just a little bit. Just a little bit. But yeah, so far we've had some very good matches, I will say. This is a very promising bracket overall. Really like the looks of it. And yeah, we're going straight into it, and I didn't save. Wait, give me a second, I didn't save. There we go, that should be better. And yeah, we are seeing the bands coming out. And it seems that we're going to go straight to Buster. I already have Buster, so... Let's go! Let's do this! Going straight in! The Misango versus the Dr. Coyle. And yeah, already Ripha does have a yellow mask. Building that rush really fast, but Coyle also builds rush really fast, so there's that. We're almost at equal, and now Ripha can bust out the rush to have priority. There we go. But unfortunately, it's not going to be fast enough to get much on Mr. Adal. It's going to get a good 100 damage, which is still very good. But, I mean, it's not, it's one punch, basically. And meanwhile, we do have Mr. Adal putting on loads and loads of pressure right now. Ripha is in critical. Needs to find something to do, but thankfully Mr. Adal is in the corner. Thankfully for him. Ripha is going to back out to get that blue mask. Slowly gaining ground, Mr. Adal, but he is going to get knocked out there by the toaster. And Yellow Mask is back on deck for Ripha. And a very good read of the shield to get that grab, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough. Mr. Adal moves on to the second round. I mean Ripha too, but like, you get what I mean. And yeah, going into the second round, that is a good grab for Mr. Adal as a good opener. Getting that early damage. A few toasters again. Another grab. And now Ripha's in the corner. So Ripha manages to get those crackers in. Get out slowly. Does have red mask as well, which will allow him to armor for most of what the cracker does. But that toaster is still going to be a very big threat. Mr. Adal is slowing it down the pace of the game right now. Slowly getting in. Ripha gets knocked out. Manages to block the rush from Mr. Adal as well. Yellow Mask is on deck. Yellow Mask is no longer on deck. And yeah, loads of going around. Ripha is not going to find that rush, but still gets some very good shield damage on Mr. Adal. Still, right now Ripha is the one in critical and needs to find a way to get out. Punishes that rush. Very nice punish, but I think that is going to be rough. Ooh, no, no, no! I think Ripha got this one! Barely got this one! To the timeout with a very nice cracker punch. Allowing him to go to take that game to round 3. As we're going into round 3, we do have Ripha going with the first blood with the cracker. Gets red mask, but not for long against that toaster. Again, that toaster is very dangerous still when you have red mask. Ripha is applying some very good pressure. Pushes Mr. Adal to the wall. Ooh, and a good follow-up and a rush! Very good rush punish here. Gets the extra 20 for good measure. Mr. Adal manages to escape. And manages to knock down, finally, that red mask. And yeah, most of the Mr. Adal's rush here is going to get blocked by the pillar. Very good grab from Ripha, who's one punch away from taking game 1. He is going to get knocked down though. It is not over yet. The arms are flying. Very good movement from Mr. Adal. Managing to avoid everything that Ripha has to offer, but not for long, and that is going to be game 1 to Ripha. Very nicely done from Ripha with a last second comeback in round 2. Oh my gosh! And yeah, we are going to go into Game 2. Ripha has been Scrapyard, Sparring, and DNA. And it seems that we are going to go to Via Dolce. Get some sweets. We are going to get some sweets out there. And yeah, Ripha already has Blue Mask, has the Seiki on deck. This Seiki can do some massive damage if it lands. Meanwhile, Mr. Adal trying just to outpunch Ripha, which who can blame him? Twister is a good arm, especially on Coyle. You can have like 3 of these. Always good to have. Right now, Ripha is making a dent, a significant dent, into Mr. Adal's health. He is on his path to a perfect, a very good counter rush. Unfortunately, not going to land, but very good counter nonetheless. Here's another Seiki. Ooh, look at this movement from Ripha. Very crisp movement to avoid all the punches. All the punches. None of them are landing. Mr. Adal struggling to get a hit. And in fact, he's not going to find any hit in this round. As we are going into round 2, Ripha is on match point right now. Goes straight away for a yellow mask. Mr. Adal does have rush, but Ripha is coming up very quickly. Here's the rush from Ripha just in time to counter Mr. Adal's rush. And that is going to be 370 damage. Again, that Seiki is deadly. And yeah, once again, Ripha with the dodges of a lifetime. Jeez. He is stuck in the corner right now, but even then, he's managed to not get hit once so far in this game too. Oh my god, that is another perfect! Jesus Christ! Ripha making quick work of Mr. Adal. That was rough to see, to say the least. But that does mean that Ripha moves on to winners finals. And will be facing Technopathic in the next match. Right after the ads, because we're going to run the ads. I'm just preparing before that. But yeah, that was a wash. The Via pick didn't work out. But yeah, that was a very very brutal. But anyways, in the meantime, we are going to go into winners finals. But before that, we do have some ads for you. First up, in 2 weeks, we're gonna have Samurai Showdown at Battle for the Den. This is also an Alpha Ranking event. So if you are if you have Samurai Showdown on the Nintendo Switch and you're in Europe, feel free to register. It will be on November 20th at 20:30 CET as usual. This is the monthly tournament. You can register right now by typing battle battle den in the chat. Additionally, we also have Quarantine Report 4 coming up on November 12th to 14th. Ours will be there with a with a minimum of 50 euros in cash prize. There's also another couple of tournaments that also get cash prize from WolfTV. We'll announce them soon, probably tomorrow. And as you can see, that list of games at the top of your screen is insanely big. This is a charity tournament. We are raising funds for direct relief against COVID-19. If you want to register and get all the details, make sure to type in !quarantined4 in the chat to get that link to register, and it will be a good time. Just as a note, this tournament does not count for the Alpha Rankings, so it will not net you any points. And finally, next week at the Playing Grounds, our free play session, or weekly free play session actually, we'll have Mario Strikers Charge, which will be played on Unreal hardware using the PAL version of the game. This will be the Mario Strikers Charge evening at the Playing Grounds, which will be coming up on the 9th of November at 21 CET. So if you have the game, feel free to join. It is going to be a good time, and we are now ready for our next match of the day of Ripha versus Technopathic, the winners finals. We are going in. This will be Misango versus Lola Pop, Germany versus the United States of America. Best player in Europe versus one of the best players in North America. I am very excited to see. This will be first to free. And we're getting started on Buster Beach. Here we go. And yeah, Ripha going with Cracker and the... Oh my gosh, what a grab. Just hides behind the pillar, grabs. Straight away. Now let's just hope that the game isn't too rollbacky. Obviously that would be unfortunate if it was. But so far it does seem to be running smoothly, so there's that. Techno gets a good hit with that Tri-Blast. And once again, Techno just playing from the back of the stage. Making sure to try and zone out Ripha as much as he can. But Ripha is slowly advancing. Here's that yellow mask as well. Like, Techno can't just bust out Rush right now because Ripha is just going to answer back with his own Rush invincibility from the yellow mask. Thankfully for Techno, the mask has come off though. But it is back on. Ooh, and a rush attempt from Ripha. It's going to end up straight in Techno's shield. Which makes it that Techno is in a prime position to go for rush himself, but his own rush is going to get blocked as well. And right now the match is pretty even, although that Tri-Volt into grab is going to do some good damage on Ripha. Ripha gets knocked out in the air. And now suddenly Techno is in a very good position, a very good lead. And that is going to be round 1 to Techno. Sorry about that. Ripha in red mask in this round too, but already got grabbed once, I think. Definitely got grabbed here. But yeah, TO stuff, you know how it is. Yeah, once again, we do have Techno being very patient and getting a full rush here on Ripha. Techno in a very good position right now. Ooh, and another roaster in the face of Ripha. Ripha going for a delayed rush. Trying to bait out Techno's shield release, but it's not going to work. And Techno is going to take that first game. Very nicely played by Techno. And yeah, apparently there is some regional lag, which is unfortunate, but will happen in those matches. If there is a need for a lag check, we can do that, obviously. But yeah, it will be a factor in those matches, unfortunately. Not much we can do against distance. It seems that we are going to go into the Dolce straight away. And yeah, already Ripha opening with the Siki, trying to get some good hits in. Manages to land it there. But he is in the corner. He does have red mask though, but there's also that rooster that needs to be taken into account on Ripha's side while in red mask. Techno will want to knock him out of this. Ripha slowly advancing on Techno, getting some good pokes in, and he's going to backflip into Rush. Not going to get much damage, but still a very good dodge from Ripha. Ooh, but finally Techno lands a big hit with the Siki blowing up in Ripha's face, allowing him to fall off with the grab. Siki is very much a double-edged sword, which is something you have to be careful about. Lots of exchanges here. And Ripha is going to lose that game here to the stun into Rush. Techno doing very well in this environment. Now we are in round 2. Techno being very patient right now, playing from the edge of the stage. And the rush of... Was that 400? I think that might have been 400 damage just from one Siki hit. Didn't quite catch that. Lots of shielding. Lots of patience. Ripha trying to play Techno's game. Now has red mask. And those Sikis are finding their targets so well. It is insane. But Techno is going to go for a jumping rush. He's not going to get much out of it. In fact, going to get punished here with the trade. Trade definitely at Ripha's advantage right now. Lots of blocking. Ripha going in. He's going to get punished for it. Ripha now has red mask again. Techno managing to avoid most of it. Now one hit away from dying. More blocking from Ripha. A very good roaster hit from Techno here. It's going to go to the last hit. There it is! Techno coming back to get that second game. Oh my gosh. Jeez. That was a very good comeback. It seems that we're getting the run back on Via Dolce right away. To be fair, I feel like mostly the patience from Ripha was working out. It's just that Techno was even more patient. Ooh, and Ripha going with the Lola Pop counter pick. Trying to take down Techno with his own weapon. Literally his own weapons. On opposite arm, but still, this is a ditto if I've ever seen one. And yeah, the pokes from Techno are very on point, especially with that Tri-Blast and the grab there. And another stun into grab. Techno has been on top of those conversions during the entire tournament so far. I get knocked out of the air here, but yeah. So far, Ripha's counterpick not working too great for him. Ooh, but a very nice grab is going to get him back into the game. Not for long, though. Techno fighting yet another good hit. And that is now match point to Techno. We are going straight back in, solely around back. Here we go. Ooh, and a garage straight that goes in favor of Ripha. Very good here for Ripha's own confidence as well. But he is going to get grabbed in that grab exchange. Techno still applying good pressure with another grab. Recognizing that there's another shield, another grab! My gosh, Techno's gameplay is on point right now. A very good poke here from Ripha. Trying to get in. Do another poke here from Techno. And Techno going for the rush, and the full rush is not going to connect, so it allows Ripha to live on 1 HP. But Techno here is in a very good position. There's only 34 seconds left. Still plenty of time for Ripha to do things. But not if he misses the rush. I think that might be it. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Techno moves on to Grand Finals, winner side. Very nicely done from Techno. Taking down arguably the best player in Europe. It seems that I managed to catch little semis for you as well, for the chat. Which is good. Very good. Because it means more arms to all of us. For all of us to watch. And our next match is going to be Yam versus Mr. Adal. We're getting that ready for you. The bans had already been done. It is time. for another European match. And we are going to Buster Beach. Yam busting Ribbon Girl. Didn't have time to show you that, but Yam's busting out the Ribbon Girl. Which honestly might actually work better against Coyle. Because Ribbon Girl has a good range of movement between fast falling and multi-jumps. So I can't see that working. However, right now he's going to get blasted in the face. And yeah, pretty good punch exchanges here. Overall, Mr. Adal going to go for a rush. Yam is going to be able to avoid it. Going to get just a little bit of chip damage on himself. But the Tri-Blast is doing very good here for Mr. Adal, who's going to be able to block Yam's own rush as well. Lots of patience here. I say that as Yam just rams into the toaster, but that happens, you know. Ooh, and the shield break is going to be very beneficial here for Mr. Adal, managing to get 100 damage off of that rush. Not much, but still good damage, nonetheless, when you are against a shield. Yeah, Mr. Adal in a very good position right now. Yam in critical. Going to be tough to come back from that one. Maybe impossible even. There's 14 seconds on the clock. Very good knockdown here from Mr. Adal. And yeah, I think that might be over. Yam probably doesn't want to use that rush that late in the round. Gonna keep it for round 2. Which is a respectable decision. And yeah, right away, Mr. Adal's rush is going to land. Very well. And Yam's own rush, however, is going to get blocked by Mr. Adal. But still, Yam is doing very well overall. Deficit isn't that big right now in this round 2. Ooh, but he's going to get blown up here. It's very bad. He's gonna have to block all of this. He's not gonna be able to block all of this with that low of a shield. And Yam going for rush himself again, misses. Meanwhile, Mr. Adal continuing to apply the pressure for, just by shielding, I guess. An over good tri-blast hit. Mr. Adal being very patient. He knows he can just wait out the clock at this point. Going to build more rush, but not going to need it. Very good game from Mr. Adal.
Thought you'd win, huh?
And yeah, we are waiting for the second set of bans, but Mr. Adal was very convincing in that match, for sure. Just correcting some stuff real quick. We are continuing into the bracket. And Yam has to pick a stage now. Mr. Adal did ban Ninja and Via, so we are going to DNA Lab. I'm probably gonna try to play a little bit more defensive, I guess. Which DNA Lab is a good stage for it. But we are seeing the Lola Pop. Which, wait, the Lola Pop? Yeah, we are seeing Lola Pop. Now, yeah, I'm definitely trying some different things against Mr. Adal. It's nice to see. Also, look at this Scorpion. The Scorpion's very deceiving. I've seen it do some dirty stuff before, especially with that poison attribute. At some point, I saw the poison actually getting more damage in than the actual hits. Especially in the last EUAC, so... Very curious to see it in action there, but it does need to hit charge though to get that poison in. Right now, Mr. Adal is doing an excellent job at defending, you know. He is at a little health deficit, but hey, a grab is all it takes to get back into the game. Ooh, and a very good counter rush here by Yam after a very nice dodge left. And now, as we see, the poison is starting to stack up on Mr. Adal as well, which is just an added benefit. Yeah, just both players rocking the Triblast. Again, this is a very good arm for poking. The Parabola is going to land a hit, netting Mr. Adal a good grab in. Now half the stage is without pillars. More than half actually. And yeah, Yam just has to be patient right now. He's going to get grabbed here, but that is good because it wastes more time. Another grab here, and that is not going to be enough to get the full damage that Mr. Adal was looking for. This is going to be round to Yam. And yeah, going into round 2. No adjustments on the Yam side in terms of the loadout. Mr. Adal is rocking that cooler rain. And Mr. Adal this time is going to be able to block that rush pretty handily. And I feel that can affect the dynamics of the match very much. Now Mr. Adal going for a rush himself, going through that pillar to get the full damage of the rush onto Yam. Very nicely played. And we have the Triblast knocking out Yam of the air. Just lots of patience in this matchup. Lots of patience. Too much patience for Mr. Adal here, but it's all a matter of patience. So Yam blocking. Just lots of blocking from Yam overall. Now the poison damage is stacking up. The rush is not going to be found though. Still gets that last hit for the poison though, which is good. Because now it was sticking. The poison was sticking. A good Triblast hit here from Yam. Straight on a very dangerous position. Just needs to block that rush on Yam's side. And that is going to be GG's for that game. Very well played by Yam with a very nice adjustment. Very nice Lola Pop. As some say, it is good to be a clown sometimes. Doing very well. Yeah, definitely the patient gameplay paying off here. Very much paying off. And now it is Mr. Adal's counter pick. I don't see... Yeah, we're going back to DNA Lab. I don't see him switching right now from Dr. Coyle. Yeah. Because Dr. Coyle was still doing decently. It's just that Yam's patience was very good and maybe threw him off a little bit. So I'm not surprised to see Mr. Adal just coming with more Coyle. Yeah, obviously in this matchup, you have Yam again playing the patient, the patient game. He did get some chip damage on himself, but he got a hit on Mr. Adal. It is a very slow beginning so far. But the Toasters are going to find their target, and that grab will find the target as well. Right through that pillar, which was just about to break. Very good stage awareness here by Mr. Adal. Another good punch found here. But the rush here is going to be blocked. Ooh, but a very nice punish here by Mr. Adal. Is going to snuff out that rush right away. Yam's rush, I mean. Now Mr. Adal is in a much better position than in the previous game. Yeah, I see the chakrams flying, honestly. And I would say, not a bad choice against Lola Pop. It's definitely not a bad choice. Yam is in critical. One hit from dying. 8 seconds are left. Not much that can be done here. There we are. Mr. Adal takes that first round in that third game. Very handily. No, I think all the pillars are down. Yeah, I think all the pillars are just down now. I mean, we do have an open stage and an open playground for Dr. Coyle. And again, lots of patience from both players, honestly. This is a slower matchup afterwards, so not too surprising. Ooh, and the train is going to go in favor of Mr. Adal. If you're Yam, you do not want to see that. And now there's... Oh my gosh, that is almost 75% lead. Well, there is the 75% lead. Mr. Adal doing extremely good right now. Gonna get hit here and there by Yam. He's trying to come back. But Mr. Adal does have rush right now, so could close it out at any second. Long range drive attempt from Yam, not going to land. The onslaught of arms coming from Mr. Adal. It is there. Lots of patience, 20 seconds on the clock. Yam has rush. The shield is not going to be dented by this rush. But that grab attempt is going to get caught and punished by Mr. Adal. Yeah, very well done. And we are going into game 4. This is very back and forth so far. I do wonder if Yam's gonna counter pick again. He's gonna try to change characters again. But I feel like the Lola overall is doing very well. Yeah, we are waiting on Yam's stage pick right now. We are waiting on Yam's stage pick, which is going to be crucial in order to get the momentum back in this match. It seems that we are going to sparring ring. Gonna go much more close quarters. I am expecting the Min in this matchup, honestly. Yeah, we're going in with the aggression right now. Oh no, Yam's sticking to Lola Pop. Interesting. Yeah, I do see the popper on Yam, which can be very good, honestly, at getting confirms in. But I'm afraid that Yam's patient gameplay is going to be much more hampered by the stage than anything else. Although right now the patience is still there from both players. Very good last hit from Mr. Adal. Still, Yam has a good health lead right now. Gonna get hit there, but overall, doing well against Mr. Adal's just punching strategy. You know, 1-2, 1-2 in a rhythm. Ooh, but Yam's gonna get caught in that rush here, which is going to bring him back to Mr. Adal's health, and no! Loses the rush here! And now Mr. Adal has the lead. Well, I say that as Yam gets back the lead, but now Mr. Adal has the lead. This is very tense right now. 10 seconds on the clock. This could be anybody's round. Mr. Adal gonna go for rush to secure that round by a sliver of health. Only time will tell if that was the right decision. And that was a very close round one. And yeah, going into round two, Yam still with the very light arms overall. And Scorpion... Is Scorpion light or medium? I don't remember. Whatever. And yeah, I'm trying to call out a shield drop here, but not gonna get anything though. Mr. Adal, ooh, destroying that shield, catching Yam in the corner, getting some really good damage off that rush. Travis blowing up in Adal's face. That happens. The shield is low on Mr. Adal's side. Slowly coming back up. Nice exchanges overall. Mr. Adal going for the rush as well. Not going to get much out of it. Yam just getting clipped by the edge of the rush. But not gonna get damage for much here. Right now we have 20 seconds on the clock. Yam needs to find something to get back into this game, to save his run in this tournament. But unfortunately that rush is going to get blocked, and that is going to be, I think, GG's. There's not much Yam can do in 4 seconds, and yeah, it's just going to take the hit. That is going to be GG's. Mr. Adal moving on to losers finals. Yeah, very nicely played by Mr. Adal. And yeah, that was a very good game. Very nicely done by Mr. Adal overall. Now he's gonna have to fight Ripha in the losers finals, which is still going to be tough. Like Ripha did win 2-0 in winners. Which, yeah, at least I guess, overall, having 3 games will give you more time to adapt. I'm gonna take a short break. I think I have a delivery man at the door. Give me a sec. Hello? Sorry about that, everyone. We are back. We are getting ready for losers finals, which will be Mr. Adal versus Ripha. As we are going to go first game into DNA Lab. This is losers finals. This is first to three once again. I might just have run in the stairs, but that is fine. We're here. We got some good arms gameplay coming up. The rematch between Mr. Adal and Ripha. As Ripha's Ninjara. I mean, he likes to do that, honestly, in best of fives. So I'm not too surprised. Yeah, we're going straight in with Mr. Adal going straight in with the ice. Like, this is going to be a chilling match. We got ice on one side, ice on the other side. It's gonna be good fun. Yeah, so far Mr. Adal doing a great job at keeping at a distance from Ripha overall. Going to go a little bit in. Ooh, but the 1-2 here is going to take him down. Back to the ground it is. And yeah, I keep saying it, but the Dragon Laser is very good overall at keeping movement very strict. Just place it and then the opponent's movement is restricted, so yeah. But yeah, no rush has been landing so far. We do have a very even game. Ripha is barely in critical. There we go, we're full in critical now. Mr. Adal is just above critical. This still could be anyone's round. This is going to be Mr. Adal's round. And yeah, straight to round 2. And Mr. Adal going straight away for the rush, not going to land anything on Ripha. And here's the other big thing as well with Ninjara, is that you teleport out of rush by just shielding it. Or you can just teleport into rush if you're not careful. I've seen Ninjaras do that, but not Ripha. Still, Ripha's rush is going to get blocked here. Mr. Adal's shield is low. Very careful about that. And yeah, Adal's slowly moving in and out. Like, he's in. With the little 2 in. Ripha manages to get the grab. And he moves out. Now he's in, with out. Just overall mixing up his approach or not approach, you know. Which is very important in the game, in this game. But he is slowly making a comeback right now. Dang, I really thought that was going to blow up in Mr. Adal's face. We have 9 seconds on the clock. Ripha has a good health lead. And yeah, that Tri-Blast is going to be enough to take it. Now it's time for round 3. Ooh, and Ripha going for the rush punish, but no, he's not gonna win that exchange here. Still didn't get damaged too much, but definitely didn't get the win on that exchange here, I would say. Now Mr. Adal is back to his gameplay of weaving in and out. Weaving in right now. Ooh, and here's a rush attempt from Mr. Adal. Going to get only 100 damage. Still he caught Ripha, which is surprising to say the least. Ripha in critical. Needs to find a way in. A grab will do. And a slap. StarMatter are very good at catching lateral movement as well. Some tri-blasting. More tri-blasting, doing some very huge shield damage. Manages to get the end of it. But I think Mr. Adal still has a lead. No longer! That didn't last long, but a grab will take it for Mr. Adal. Very nicely done. Yeah, what a grab from Mr. Adal. Securing that win. Very close game. Very close game one. Very much reflecting what we saw in the previous match between Ripha and Mr. Adal. But obviously this time it went in Mr. Adal's favor. There we go, and then we are going to go into Mausoleum. Ripha sticking with the Ninjara. I do feel like maybe Ninjara might have better movement than Misango overall on this stage. Like, I mean, for now it's just a circle, so either way. It's going to be very good for moving around, despite having Coyle on the other side. And yeah, so far Ripha is applying some very good pressure with that Ice Dragon and that Tri-Blast. Overall, just the Ice Dragon being the leader of the pressure here. More dragons? More dragons. We're releasing more dragons. Yeah, that is going to be a good knockdown found here by Mr. Adal. Another one. Those knockdowns are very much going to be key. But Ripha is going to be blasting Mr. Adal to the moon and then blasting himself to the moon. So far. And a very good rush here by Ripha with that laser, finding its target and securing that first round. And we are going into round 2. Ooh, very nice by Mr. Adal. Very nice rush here found. But Ripha is applying some heavy pressure once again with the dragon. Like, I cannot understand. I cannot understate how much pressure that dragon can be applying. Like, look how it forces Mr. Adal to pretty much back out. Or go the direction Ripha wants him to go, pretty much. A very nice grab here by Ripha as well. Ooh, but Mr. Adal is going to find another rush. Drops it though. But still. Ooh, that was almost rushed to Ripha. But no, Mr. Adal just got clipped by the end of it. Mr. Adal's shield is very low right now, and that is going to be game to Ripha. Not much you can do in that situation, I will admit. Your shield is low. It's tough. It's just tough. Just a tough situation to be in. And yeah, we are going back to DNA lab. Which, fair enough. Mr. Adal won there, so it is understandable. Ooh, and the Helix is coming out. The Adal Helix is coming out. Interesting. But yeah, I guess Helix can do some decent things against Ninjara, but still a matter of getting that set up, though. I don't necessarily think the Dr. Coyle was an error, you know. But hey, what do I know? I mean, so far it is still more or less working out. Unfortunately, not gonna be able to get the punish on Ripha's rush, but still gonna be able to block it. And yeah, overall, still, Mr. Adal's Helix movement is very good. I will say that much. Ooh, very nicely done by Mr. Adal. Very good rush in order to reverse this, the momentum. Ripha's gonna be gonna have to be very careful going in there. Manages to land a laser, another laser, and a grab. Advantage back to Ripha. And now, yeah, it's just patience. 7 seconds left on the clock. Ripha is going to get blown up here. This is going to be close. Oh my gosh! Mr. Adal just fell into this laser. That hurts. That hurts. And we are now into round 2. We do have the toaster back on Mr. Adal's side. Definitely think that this is a very good arm to deal. We could try last onslaught, but even then, like, even then, that's still very tough. Still, it is working out though right now. Lots of hits coming in. Just lots of hits coming in. Ooh, but the rush is going to miss though. That is going to be huge. Ripha's probably going to capitalize on that very much, but still, Ripha is right now getting blown up a lot, actually. Thankfully does not get grabbed here, but still, Mr. Adal is doing an excellent job still making the most out of not having the rush. But he's going to get hit by Ripha's own rush right now. He does still have some HP, he is not dead. Which is surprising to say the least, but it's still going to be very tough to hit Ripha. He needs to find a hit before Ripha does. 2 seconds on the clock. Is he gonna be able to do it? No! Ripha's movement was immaculate there. Mr. Adal couldn't find anything on him. This is tough. This is looking tough for Mr. Adal all of a sudden. He decided to bring Ripha to the beach. And continuing with the Helix as well. Like, to be fair, the Helix was doing well. The Helix was doing very well. So I can't blame it for that choice. But what I'm afraid of is that Ripha would be warmed up to it right now. And right now the Tri-Blast all flying. And Ripha with that long-range laser hitting. I wonder actually if Dragon doesn't have like a little bit more range than all the other ons in the game just because of that laser. Jeez. Lots of tri-blasting going on right now. Still, not to the advantage of Mr. Adal though. Ooh, there was an attempt at countering with the rush. Ripha was just that little bit too far for it. He stood there menacingly, and then Ripha goes for his own rush. Not gonna be quite enough to kill, but Mr. Adal right now is in a very dangerous position. And that dangerous position is death. And now Ripha is now one round away from trying to get that revenge in Grand Finals. And that is already a very good start with the freeze into grab. Mr. Adal needs to find a solution to this. Can't keep getting hit with those slams, with those lasers. It's tough. It's really tough, honestly. Grab isn't going to land here. Some folks with the Tri-Blast. He's going to get caught in the air once again by the laser. Like, right now it's still very much even. And Mr. Adal manages to find a rush. This is going to be crucial here. This is a crucial rush. The 1-2 from Mr. Adal. Manages to blast Ripha right here. There's a lot of ducking behind the middle platform across the beach as well. Which is definitely something I can agree on. Now both players are in critical. Ripha going for rush. It's going to get blocked. The shield is low. We've been there before, and Mr. Adal lands that rush to stay in that tournament. staying in that run just by a little bit. Now the question is, can he go all the way? Ripha explodes right in this opening. He's going to get a good Blast poke here. There's lots of poking. Mr. Adal in the corner. Stuck in the corner so far. Ripha applying some insane pressure right now. Mr. Adal needs to get out of here. This is tough. Oh my gosh, the blast brought Mr. Adal into Ripha. Mr. Adal is now out of the corner, but still needs to make up the deficit against Ripha. A rush will do! A rush will do. 320 damage. There's some good damage. Now Ripha is applying the pressure as much as he can to try and keep Mr. Adal in the corner. Good trade for Mr. Adal. Ripha is in the lead right now. Mr. Adal snuffs out the rush. This is huge. This could be huge. And blows up. Ripha, straight away, we are going to game 5, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to game 5. Yeah, jeez. Getting there. And yeah, we're going straight back to Buster Beach for that game 5. We're going all the way. Ripha has switched to Misango. Ninjara no longer allowed in this house, apparently. Yeah, Ripha already with blue mask at the beginning of this round. Ooh, very nice catch here. And the red mask here, tanking everything Mr. Adal has to offer, except for that toaster. Mr. Adal is stuck in the corner. Once again, tough situation to be in. Ripha has yellow mask, has rush. Can just press the invincibility button at any time. Mr. Adal also has rush, now playing the distance game with Ripha. Trying to keep Ripha at a distance as much as possible. Knocks out the yellow mask. But here's the yellow mask back. Mr. Adal in a very difficult position right now. The health is low on Mr. Adal's side. Ripha has a 50% lead. But Mr. Adal manages to get a good blow up into toaster combo. Ripha back with yellow mask. But with the cracker hit. 8 seconds on the clock. I think Mr. Adal is going to try and keep that rush for the next round. There it is. Both players have not spent their rush during this round. Already Ripha getting red mask right away in the second round. Adal trying to dance around. He's gonna activate the rush, get some full damage out of it. Not gonna be enough to make up the deficit though. But Ripha's gonna get blown up here. Yeah, Ripha going for more red mask shenanigans. Mr. Adal, recognizing the situation, manages to get a grab. More blasting. Yeah, I think Ripha just wants red mask because he knows that Mr. Adal can't hit him directly if he has red mask. He's just gonna arm through. Right now, Ripha is in a very good position. Mr. Adal needs to get the rush or the grab to knock out that red mask. And this is going to be tough. Adal in critical. The rush is on deck, but once again, Ripha's red mask just armoring through everything. This is going to be rough. Just a hard counter pick overall. And Mr. Adal going for the rush, but it's not going to be enough. Ripha, recognizing the situation, manages to get the punish. And Ripha moves on to grand finals to get a rematch against Techno. Very well played by Ripha. Just very nicely done. And of course, congratulations to Mr. Adal for making it to third. Very well played by him as well. And yeah, just very well played overall. But before we get into grand finals, once again, as a reminder, this is an event for the Alpha Rankings. The points have already moved up and down very much. And you do get a bonus placement, a bonus based on your placement as well. So this is going to be very interesting to see them fight for the rankings. But most importantly, there's another Alpha Ranking event coming up, this time for Samurai Showdown on the Nintendo Switch. For Europe, it is going to be on the 20th of November 2021 at 20 CET. This is again the monthly at Battle for the Den. You can register right now if you type in the command !Battle Den in the chat. And again, this will count towards the Alpha Rankings for Samurai Showdown. You don't want to miss that if you play Samurai Showdown. Next up, we do have Quarantine Report 4. That is not an Alpha Ranking event. However, there is an arms tournament there with 50 euros minimum in the cash prize provided by WolfTV. Additionally, some other tournaments in the list that you can see scrolling on your screen right now at the top will also have a small cash prize provided by WolfTV. But most importantly, this is a charity event. All proceeds go to direct relief. All proceeds of the charity stream go to direct relief. This will be on November 12th to 14th. Make sure to check them out. This is for a good cause. This is to fight against COVID-19. So there is that. And finally, next week at the Playing Grounds, our free play session, we will be playing Mario Strikers Charge. This will be played on real hardware through VM5, and this will be played on the PAL version. So if you have the game on your Wii or on your Wii U, make sure to join us for a very good, jolly time and a free play session on November 9th, 2021 at 21 CET. This is going to be some good fun, especially after the great moment that was the Mario Strikers League. That's very fun. But yeah, we are getting ready to get into that grand finals. We'll be back in just a jiff. So there's that. Once again, this is going to be Techno versus Ripha, so there will be some regional lag, unfortunately. That's just the matter of the game. That's just how it happens. And yeah, we are going right into it. Ripha versus Techno. And Ripha going... Okay, Ripha going Helix. Okay. Okay, I was not expecting that. Ripha going Helix. Also, I believe that's vanilla Helix as well. Oh my gosh. The speed. Yeah, I think that's default Helix. Well, that's gonna be a fun match to watch. Like, default Helix is one of the... probably considered one of the worst characters in defaults, but worse than that, we are in a custom format, which is the standard, you know. So I'm very curious to see how Ripha's default Helix is going to do against Techno's well-rounded Lola Pop overall. And so far it's not looking too great. Very good grab here from Techno. Very nicely done. Yeah, Ripha right now isn't critical. This is a tough matchup. This is a tough matchup. Not gonna lie. Now, chat, if you're just joining us, this is Grand Finals of Battle for the End Season 2, Episode 2, featuring ARMS for the Nintendo Switch. We do have Techno on the right of the screen, Ripha on the left. And yeah, Ripha overall right now is having some great defense, but there's only 15 seconds on the clock. I don't exactly know what he can do in this situation, especially with Guardian. Guardian's still very slow. It's a good movement blocking arm overall, but it's still a rather slow arm. Can't do that much damage that fast. It's more of a positioning arm. And then the Blorb is coming out. Yeah, just the hottest of stats are coming out from Techno overall, and the rush as well for 375 damage. Very well played here. Now we're back to the distance game. Again, I still think that the distance game is where Techno excels at. And Ripha's not going to be able to find that rush either. This is a very weird rush as well between Blorb and Ice Dragon. This is a weird rush to land overall, I feel like. Yeah, Techno is on his way to perfect right now. Oh my gosh. Never mind, he got caught by the grab. And there's also the fact that the grab does have a very weird trajectory with the Blorb, which is a bit hard to predict. I'm guessing it's also harder to predict in lag, I'm not gonna lie. Now more lasers. Ripha will need to use that rush here, I believe, if he wants a chance at winning, but no, that grab is going to snuff out any chances. Now Techno is up 1-0 on Ripha.
Super duper!
And yeah, we are going to go into game 2. Ripha has Gentleman to let stage pick 2 to Techno. And so we're seeing Via Dolce come out. And here's a Ripha mummy now. Oh my gosh, look at that mummy setup! Look at his lockjaws. At least we know what Ripha's gonna be playing. But here we go with the lockjaws. I mean, if they can come out, that's the big thing. Techno has been doing very well this tournament, so he's not going to be struggling that much finding hits onto that big body of a mummy. Good slaps here. Ooh, but Ripha is finding some very good hits here. Ripha going for the counter rush, and it's going to be enough with 425 damage. What a catch! What a catch! But yeah, Ripha definitely playing for fun here. That's what we like to see, to be fair. Projectiles are coming out. Techno knocks down Ripha. Manages to catch Ripha as well with the grab. Like, Techno has the lead right now, but we've seen how fast that lead can wither away against that lockjaw rush overall. Here's the rush coming out, but this time the rush exchange is going to be won by Techno and a grab in order to finish it off. We're going into round 3. Now going into round 3. Ripha is stuck in the corner, and this is a very good opener by Techno. Manages to get out, but right now Techno is landing every hit. Well, never mind, that grab missed. But still, those stats are doing very well for Techno in order to shut down Ripha's attempt at just throwing out anything. And that was a very quick round. That was a perfect from Techno. Jesus. Barely had time to describe the match. And apparently Techno is trying to Gentleman to Sky Arena for third game. Okay, apparently they're just gentlemaning to Sky Arena for the third game. Okay, sure, why not? This is fun. This is for fun. This is a for fun game. You know, I think I will probably adjust the monthly format coming up. And then we've got Ripha with Byte and Barq versus Techno Springtron now. We're going off script. I like it. Also, yeah, dual dragon on Ripha. And Techno already going for the EMP right at the start of the match. Barq's a good boy, by the way. Remember that Barq is a good boy. Ooh, there was an attempt here, but the dragon just came out a little bit later than he thought, I think? Or sooner? No, sooner. Yeah, Ripha's laser's actually doing a lot of work here in this matchup. But he is in the gutter, so there's that. Techno using EMP a lot, for that matter. And here goes the right arm, going to allow for Techno to get that full rush. See, that's the thing as well. Against Dragon, the arm is going to be disabled much more easily by the EMP. Just because it's very slow to retract. Still, very good rush for Ripha here. Techno moving around, getting rid of Barq. Good grab from Ripha. And Ripha is going to sidestep into that rooster. Techno is one game away from taking Battle for the Den, Season 2, Episode 2. One round away, actually. And again, opener EMP right away. Some punches in. Very good grab here. Ooh, and we are busting out the EMP again. Ooh, and a good catch from Techno with that rush as well. Very nicely done. Techno now has a considerable lead here. Or considerable, 25%. Ooh, but a good rush from Ripha here with a good juggle as well to get that 375 damage. Very nicely played. Puts Ripha back into advantage state. Ooh, and a grab to catch that EMP. Good punish here. More lasers. Techno is one hit away from dying. And just to deflect the lasers. Very well so far. Barq is down. 8 seconds on the clock. Will Techno go for rush to secure himself that round? He will, but it's not going to be enough. The shield is solid enough and will hold. But this does mean that Ripha goes into round 3 with rush advantage. And no, Techno is not going to be allowed to EMP at the beginning of this round. Ripha going for a more defensive rush here. In order to escape Techno and just the stare down, you know. We love our stare downs. And yeah, the roasters are coming Ripha's way right now. More roasters overall. Ooh, and a good snuff out from Ripha here. Ripha going for his own rush, but he's gonna get snuffed out himself. Techno now putting Ripha on the ropes with that grab. Ripha is still in the gutter. Techno going to follow him in the gutter. Gets the grab, and that is going to be it. Techno wins Battle for the Den Season 2, Episode 2, featuring ARMS for the Nintendo Switch. Congratulations to Techno for winning the event and getting some extra points on the Alpha Rankings. Now again, I will take feedback very much to heart. So if you have any feedback, make sure to leave them in the Discord. There's probably a lot we can do to improve Battle for the Den and just the Alpha Rankings in general as well. So please make sure to leave any feedback you have in our Discord. I will take it into account. I will see what I can do. But yeah, congratulations to Techno for taking Battle for the Den in this global environment. Very well done to him. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Before we go, we are going to run the ads one more time. As you know, Battle for the Den isn't all about arms. There's also Samurai Showdown, the monthly, coming up on the 20th of November. This will be an Alpha Rankings event. So if you know Samurai Showdown, if you have the game on Switch, if you're in Europe, make sure to register. It will be on the 20th of November at 20 CET. Don't miss out. You can register right now if you type in the command BattleDen !BattleDen in the chat. It will pop up a link in the chat so you can register. Additionally, we'll have Quarantine Report 4 coming up. This is not organized by WolfTV. This is organized by Quarterly Report, who's doing a charity tournament for Direct Relief featuring more than 50 games. It is going to be next weekend on November 12th to 14th. This event is not part of the Alpha Rankings. However, there will be an arms tournament with 50 euros of cash prize provided by WolfTV. This is a global tournament. Make sure to check it out. There will also be more cash prizes coming up from WolfTV. So again, make sure to check out our Discord at Twitter. Not Discord. Make sure to check out our Twitter at WolfTV Official for more information. This is going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. And finally, next week at the Playing Grounds, we will have Mario Strikers Charge on real hardware on VM5. Make sure to check it out. This is going to be a great time as well. This is a free play session, so everyone is welcome. Just ask to get in the lobby. We will get you in the lobby. This is just how it works here at the Playing Grounds. This is a very chill 2-hour session where we discover some games or play some old classics like Mario Strikers Charge. This will be on the 9th of November at 21 CET. And with that, that is going to be it for us for today. Congratulations once again to Technopathic for winning Battle for the Den Season 2 Episode 2, with Ripha coming second and Mr. Adal coming third. Very nicely done from all the players. And with that, I will see you next time. Bye everyone, thanks for watching again.